I am Steven Mark G. David and I am with
Angel Ara Katibo,
For today's video, we will be discussing the
Pivotals method.
and the Chio's method in solving determinants.
Pivotal method is another useful method in solving determinants or a way in evaluating especially a higher order determinants. How this pivotal method works, let us illustrate. For example, number 1, evaluate determinant C or 3 by 3. First step, we need to encircle pivotal element which is 1. Then highlight the row and column that intersects the pivotal element or point. From row and column. Write -1 raised to the location of your pivotal element, which is in the third column and third row. After that, we will write the remaining elements or the 2 by 2 determinants, which are -1, 7, 10, and 1. Let us leave some space for later. So here in the provided space, we will write or put the number or element in the pivotal column and row where the remaining elements align, which is +9 and -11. And the rest will be having the same step. For the first solving or solution, let's simplify -1 raised to +3 plus 3 equals to 1. Here we will subtract the product of the element that intersects -1, which are +9 and -11. 9 in the column and -11 in the row, equals to +98. The other solving will be the same for the other elements. By simplifying it, we will get 1, 98, -81, 1, and 9. For this, we will use basket weave method, then multiply 98 by 9 and -81 by 1. Multiply 98 by 9 is equals to 882. And 81 multiplied by 1 is equals to 81. Equals to 801. For the example number 2, evaluate determinant C, which is 4 by 4. First step, we need to encircle pivotal element, which is 1. Then highlight the row and column that intersects the pivotal element or point. Let's write -1 raised to the location of your pivotal element, which is in the third row and third column. After that, we will write the remaining elements, which are 1, 7, 9, -6, 1, 12, and -10, 8, and 1. So here, I will subtract the product of the element that intersects +1 which are 3 and negative 13. 3 from the column and negative 13 from the row. In the provided space, I'll just write or put the number or element in the pivotal column and row where the remaining elements align. The rest will also be having the same steps. For the first method, we will be using the basket wave method, wherein we will just copy the two columns and multiply it for the original determinant. So I just simplify negative 1 raised to 3 plus 3 equals to positive 1. Then I subtracted the product of the element that intersects positive 1 to the product of 3 and negative 13. Equals to positive 14. Then I subtracted positive 7 to the product of negative 15 and negative 13. Equals to negative 188. We will just simplify the rest by having the same steps. Let us copy the two columns and put it on the right side of the original determinant. Then cross it out. Write 40 multiplied by negative 59 multiplied by negative 4. Plus 6 multiplied by 23 multiplied by 74. Plus negative 13 multiplied by negative 188 multiplied by 32. Subtract it from positive 74 multiplied by negative 59 multiplied by negative 13. Plus positive 32 multiplied by 23 multiplied by 40. Plus negative 4 multiplied by negative 188 multiplied by 6. Let's simplify it. 40 multiplied by negative 59 multiplied by negative 4 plus positive 6 multiplied by positive 23 multiplied by 74 plus the product of negative 13 multiplied by negative 188 multiplied by 32 is equals to 97,860. And simplify positive 74 multiplied by negative 59 multiplied by negative 13 plus the product of 32 multiplied by 23 and positive 40 plus the product of negative 4 multiplied by negative 188 and positive 6. Equals to 90,710. Subtract it. And we will get the answer of 7,150. For the second method, we will be using the pivotal method. So in this case, we don't have 1 as the pivotal element or point. I decided to factor out the elements in the third row by -4. I came up with an answer of -37/2 by dividing 74 to -4. And 32 divided by -4 is equals to 8. -4 divided by -4 is equals to +1. Let's encircle the pivotal element. Highlight the row and column that intersects the pivotal element or point. Let's write -4 multiplied by -1 raised to 3 plus 3. Copy the remaining elements. 40, -188, 6, and -59. 40 minus the product of -13 multiplied by 37/2. -188 subtracted to the product of 23 and -37/2. The other elements will be having the same step. Let us simplify -4 multiplied by -1 raised to +3 plus 3 equals to -4. After that, simplify all the remaining elements. In this, we will using the basket weave method. Let's cross out. Let's write -4 to the right side. And -401/2 multiplied by 125 minus 475/2 and -98. Write -4 and multiply -401/2 to 125 equals to -50,125/2. Let's solve for the product of 475/2 and -98 equals to -23,275. Let's simplify. -4 multiplied by -50,125/2 minus -23,275 equals to 7,150. Using basket weave method and pivotal method, will also be having the same answer.
The next technique is Chio's method, a way of assessing an n multiplied by n determinant in terms of n minus 1 multiplied by n minus 1 determinants is Chio's pivotal condensation. Remember that in Chio's method, we need the first element to be a non-zero element, either a positive or negative number, except to 0. For example, number 1, we have a 5 by 5 matrix consisting of 1, 4, 13, 5, negative 17, 3, 12, 6, negative 4, 15, 5, 2, 11, 3, 19, 7, 8, 10, negative 2, negative 16, 9, 20, 14, 1, and 18. In the first step, we have to write 1 divided by the first element of the matrix, which is 1, to the power order of the matrix, which is 5 minus 2, and 2 is a constant number. Next, you have to pick 2 numbers in the given matrix, which are 1 and 4, and it would be the same for the entire first row, then copy 3, 12, 5, 2, 7, 8, 9, and 20, and the same process for the following rows. After that, we need to find out the minor. For instance, 1 multiplied by 12 minus 4 multiplied by 3, then 1 multiplied by 2 minus 4 multiplied by 5, also 1 multiplied by 8 minus 4 multiplied by 7, and 1 multiplied by 20 minus 4 multiplied by 9. Same process for the next rows. Next, we need to simplify it using our calculator, wherein I discovered the strategy for us to make it easy and fast. We need to press alpha A, B, minus alpha C, D, then click calc. After that, we will just input the values, then we will get the answer. We will continue with the same process, 1 divided by the first element of the matrix, which is 0 to the power order of the matrix, which is 4 minus 2. Next, you have to pick two numbers in the given matrix, which are 0 and negative 33. And it would be the same for the entire first row, then copy negative 18, negative 54, negative 20, negative 81, negative 16, and negative 103. And the same process for the following rows. After that, we need to find out the minor. For instance, 0 multiplied by negative 54 minus negative 33 multiplied by negative 18, then 0 multiplied by negative 81 minus negative 33 multiplied by negative 20, also 0 multiplied by negative 103 minus negative 33 multiplied by negative 16. Same process for the next rows. Next, we need to simplify it using our calculator, wherein I discovered a strategy for us to make it easy and fast. We need to press alpha A, B minus alpha C, D, then click calc. After that, we will just input the values, then we will get the answer. And we can see that the third row and third column can be divided by 4. we will get 297, 330, 264, negative 76, and negative 132. Then copy the remaining elements, and we will put outside the matrix the 4 by 4, or 4 multiplied by 4. We will continue the same process. 4 multiplied by 4 equals to 16 divided by the first element of the matrix, which is negative 594 to the power order of the matrix, which is 3 minus 2. Next, you have to pick two numbers in the given matrix, which are negative 594 and negative 342, and it would be the same for the entire first row. Then copy negative 660, negative 380, negative 132, and negative 76, and the same process for the following row. After that, we need to simplify and find out the minor. For instance, negative 594 multiplied by negative 380 minus negative 342 multiplied by negative 660. Same process for the next row. Next, we need to simplify it using our calculator, wherein I discovered a strategy for us to make it easy and fast. We need to press alpha A, B minus alpha C, D, then click calc. After that, we will just input the values, then we will get the answer. After that, we need to find out the minor. 0 multiplied by 0 minus 0 multiplied by negative 117,612. Lastly, negative 8 over 297 multiplied by 0 is 0, which is the final answer. For example number 2, we have a 5 by 5 matrix consisting of 0, 1, negative 8, 5, 7, 2, 2, 1, 9, negative 3, negative 4, 3, 4, negative 7, 2, 1, 4, negative 6, 6, 5, 6, negative 5, 2, 8, and 9. Since the first element is 0, we need to make a way on how to turn it into a non-zero number. We need to transpose the first column to the fourth column. In that case, the first element would become 1. So we can now solve the 5 by 5 matrix. In the first step, we have to write 1 divided by the first element of the matrix, which is 1, to the power order of the matrix, which is 5 minus 2, and 2 is a constant number. Next, you have to pick two numbers in the given matrix, which are 1 and 4. It would be the same for the entire first row, then copy 2, 2, negative 4, 3, 0, 1, 6, and negative 5. And the same process for the following rows. After that, we need to find out the minor. For instance, 1 multiplied by 2 minus 4 multiplied by 2, then 1 multiplied by 3 minus 4 multiplied by 4. Also 1 multiplied by 1 minus 4 multiplied by 0, and 1 multiplied by negative 5 minus 4 multiplied by 6. Same process for the next rows. Next, we need to simplify it using our calculator wherein I discovered a strategy for us to make it easy and fast. We need to press alpha AB minus alpha CD, then click calc. After that, we will just input the values, then we will get the answer. We will continue with the same process, negative 1 multiplied by 1 divided by the first element of the matrix, which is negative 6 to the power order of the matrix, which is 4 minus 2. Next, you have to pick two numbers in the given matrix, which are negative 6 and 13, and it would be the same for the entire first row. Then copy 19, negative 20, 1, negative 8, negative 29, and 38. And the same process for the following rows. After that, we need to find out the minor. For instance, negative 6 multiplied by negative 20 minus 13 multiplied by 19. Then negative 6 multiplied by negative 8 minus 13 multiplied by 1. Also, negative 6 multiplied by 38 minus 13 multiplied by negative 29. Same process for the next rows. Next, we need to simplify it using our calculator wherein I discovered the strategy for us to make it easy and fast. We need to press alpha AB minus alpha CD, then click calc. After that, we will just input the values, then we will get the answer. In this example, I tried to use the basket weave method, wherein we multiply negative 127, negative 27, and negative 251, plus 35 multiplied by positive 81 rather, multiplied by 115, plus 149, multiplied by negative 45, multiplied by negative 29, minus 115 multiplied by negative 27 multiplied by 149 plus negative 29 multiplied by 81 multiplied by negative 127 plus negative 251 multiplied by negative 45 multiplied by 35. Then we will get negative 340,209 minus 231,003 equals to negative 571,212. Lastly, simplify it as negative 1 multiplied by 1 over 36 multiplied by negative 571,212. So the final answer is 15,867. That's all for today's video, guys. I hope you learned something and you enjoyed the video.
Yes. Please like, comment, and subscribe. Yes, bye-bye.